guys, happy Sunday. So I made the mistake and I started printing something, so we're gonna have to listen to that in the background. And then if I look sad, I am not, but my left eye just keeps tearing up, and it has been like that literally all day for no good reason, really. I'm Brooke, and my shop is the Junk Parlor, and I sell online on my website at thejunkparlor.com, and I sell during sales every Sunday at 7 p.m. and Tuesdays at noon. And then I do have a shop where you can schedule to shop by appointment, but I will be open, no appointment necessary, on Saturday for Small Business Saturday from 9 to 4. And my shop is located in Centerville, Iowa. So 23919 470th Street in Centerville. But we will be ready for Christmas and got tons of new things in. And since I was open last time, the shop is all flipped and looks completely different. So I'd love to have you come out and shop. Going to our sales, if it's your first time being on here or making a purchase with me, I do need your email address and your zip code. I will email you an invoice, and then you need to pay that invoice within 24 hours. If you are a repeat customer, you'll get an invoice emailed to you, but you can wait until normally Thursday, but this week, since it's Thanksgiving, it'll be Friday. Friday, I will pack everything up and get things shipped to you, and I will add shipping onto your invoice if you are a returning customer. Otherwise, if you're new, you'll get another invoice on Friday that is just for your shipping. If you are somebody and I charge your card, I will not charge your card until Friday when I add shipping. Or if I'm holding it for you, I will add it on Friday as well, just as part of my process. So I like to wait and do shipping once a week, just because that way anything that you pick out through the sales on Sundays and Tuesdays, or anything that's in my stories or in my photos that you want to purchase, we can save you a little bit of money by packing it all together. If you want me to hold on to your stuff even longer, and you don't want me to ship it on Friday, then you just need to let me know. There's a few girls that I know I always wait until they have a good box worth before shipping. But if you are not one of those people, make sure you say, Brooke, I want you to hold on to it until I have a box worth, or hold on to it until next week, or whatever. If you need something shipped ASAP, I can do that as well. So you just need to make sure that you communicate with me if you need something quicker than Friday. I'm sure all of us are looking forward to Thanksgiving, whether we are seeing family or not. Always good food, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, I have this Christmas wreath. This is new. This is not old. This is not a reproduction. This is not a Brooke-made wreath. It does have berries in it. It has different types of greenery in it, and it's just on a wire wreath form. It is $50. So $50 for this wreath, and I can tell already that I don't like my camera positioning. So here is your wreath. I do have 2 of these in case you are wanting to match or get one for a friend or whatever. I do have 2. So $50 on our holiday wreath. Okay, then we've got some tinsel. This is a 21-foot chunk for $10. And I can't ever tell if it's newer or older. It's definitely not super, super old, because that has a definite different look to it. But it is still great tinsel. You can cut this up and use it for your projects. If you're making a bulb wreath or you're doing something, this makes a really good filler for that. And then obviously you can put it on your tree or your mantle. So you're getting 21 foot of silver tinsel for $10. Okay, then we have a pair of ornaments. One of them has a hook on it and the other one does not. They're not identical because you have one that is clear glass, and these are a pair for 10, and then the other one is textured glass. But I would say somebody who can do stained glass did this. I can't remember what that silver stuff is called, but we actually made stained glass things like with my 6th grade teacher. So these are just fun little stars, super unique, pair of them for $10. So they are glass. Okay, then we have some little bow ornaments for $4. So these are Merry Minis, and there are 9 little bow ornaments. So these would be cute to put on a little Christmas tree. You could use them like ornaments or on any of your little crafts. So $4 on our little miniature bows. Okay, then we have a cross-stitched wreath ornament, or it could just be a wreath, or you could lay it flat and use it like a candle ring. And it is $10. It's got one pretty side, and then the other side is really a back. So $10 on our little wreath. You can kind of see by my hand how large it is. And you could also lay it flat and have it go around, you know, a candle. Next up, we have these little crocheted skates for $5. They have little paper clips as their blade, and they're just super cute. $5 on our little skates. And then for $5, we have this index stamp. So it says index, but it actually is a hand pointing. So it would be neat to just show this way. You could do like some, dip it into white ink or red ink or something, and then you could really see the hand even more. So $5 on our index stamp. Okay, then we have just this old Christmas box for $5. I don't know if it was wrapped in some wrapping paper. It's pretty thin. On the back here it says pink, so something pink was in it at one point, but it's got a great little Christmas scene, and I would say it was like that. I don't know. If somebody DIY'd it, it's pretty professional. So $5 on our empty Christmas box. Okay, then we have 19 of these velvet bows, and they are $10. So there are 19 of these. So it's got the like slick ribbon on the back. The velvet is on the other side. They have the little twisty wires on them already. And then they are done up into little bows. They're kind of, bent. They've probably been in somebody's holiday tote for a while, but there are 19 of them for $10. So you could iron these and put them on a tree, put them on a craft, put them on all of your presents this year. So 19 bows for $10. And they're all the same size, same type of ribbon. Then we have this basket for $5. This is newer, but this is a great basket because obviously you have the Christmas on there, but you can take that little liner off and use it anytime, but it's great for giving a gift. So you could fill this with, a Redbox coupon or gift certificate and popcorn, and then do some little vintage things in there as well. So good for a gift basket. $5 on our newer basket. Okay, next up we have this table runner, and it is $10. It's blue and cream, off-white, and it is in really good condition. I don't know if these are supposed to be A's or bows, or I'm not really sure what they are, but it is just a pretty nice table runner, And it actually is stamped dormitory here on the back. Don't know what that means exactly, but $10 on our vintage table runner. Okay, next up we have this picture, and it's got some tinsel stuck to it. It is in a plastic frame, and this is $30. So you have your stitched winter barn scene in a plastic frame. Although hanging on the wall, you're not going to know. It looks good and white. And then you can see the back side here. So $30 on our stitched barn scene. Okay, then we have a pair of candle rings, and the pair is $5. So they have little drums in them, and the berries and pine cones. So you can put these over a candle, or you could hang it like inside a frame and use it like a wreath. You could hang these over your kitchen cabinets. And then also whenever you're finding things like this, when you're out and about, you can always just utilize all the little things and put them into your craft as well. So sometimes getting something like this is cheaper than buying individual pieces of all of these things. So pair of little candle rings for $5. Okay, then we have this like little kids stirrup. So it is rusty crusty. You could just easily spray it with a clear coat and call it good, but it is small. So it would have been off of a child's saddle. So we've got this little child stirrup. You could stand this up. You could use it to lean a picture against. You could use it as an ornament, tie a little bow or ribbon on it and put it on your tree. Just have it setting out since it will stand up nicely. You could also hang something from it as well. So $10 on our metal child's stirrup. Okay, then we have $15 on this green. It's not green like grass. I'm terrible at my color descriptions, but this green distressed wooden frame is $15. So you could, have it be like this and layer in front of it something square or shorter. You could hang some Christmas bulbs in it at different heights with some fishing line and kind of turn it into a wreath. You can leave it open, put a mirror inside of it. You've got lots of options. So $15 on our frame. Okay, then we have $5 on this Scrabble board, and I actually have 3 Scrabble boards, so if anybody else is interested in a Scrabble board, these would make good Christmas gifts as well. You can spell out your family members' names, write some kind of message with some Scrabble tiles, so $5 on our Scrabble board. Okay, then this is new. It's $8, and you could have it be a 9 or a 6. It is wood. It's like gray distressed. I would call this the front, but you could do 6 or 9, depending on how old somebody is or what number, how many people you have in your family. It is $8. And then we have a 1, could really be an I as well. This is $8 also, and it is new. It is white chippy, which my Instagram camera is looking very washed out. But it is new. You could use it as an I. You could use it as a 1. I think it is really a 1. So $8 on our 1. Then I got a couple of quilt tops. This one is a little bit more finished because it does have a border to it. And it is $25. It's 75 by 70 inches. And I'll try and show it to you a little bit. Again, it's mainly just a topper. It's falling apart a little bit, but you can fold this up and drape it over a ladder, and have it in the house. You could fold it and have it coming out of a picnic basket or any kind of basket. You can drape it over a piece of furniture. Try and show you the other side as well. Mainly blues, and there are randomly some floral pieces in there as well. So you could put it on your porch as well. Do something with it outside for 4th of July. And so then you can kind of see the border is a floral pattern as well. So 75 by 70 inches for $25. And then quilt top number 2 is 86 inches by 56 inches, and it is also $25. It is a lot bigger pieces than the other quilt top. Green, blues, yellows. Again, you can use it as a throw. You could cut it up and put it inside like an old window. You can make pillows out of it. Just use it as a table runner. So lots of options on that, and it is 86 by 56 for $25, and this one is quilt top number 2. Okay, then we have 27 of these things, and they are $10. I am not exactly sure what they are. They're some kind of icicle, okay, so they're plastic, and they are open on one end. So I'm not sure if they would go over, a light strand. That's kind of what I'm thinking, that they just click into your light stand or strand. But you could throw these into a bowl with some twinkle lights, put it in a candy dish with some twinkle lights. But there are 27 of them for $10. You could even spray paint them green and use them as a Christmas tree in some of your little miniatures that you do. Okay, next up we have 14 foot of tinsel. This is gold, obviously, so make sure if you specify that you want the gold one. And it is also $10. So 14 foot of the gold for $10. Okay, then we have a little bit over 9 foot of these beads for $20. And of course, I didn't pick the halfway mark very well. So you've got this strand of beads. You could put them on your mantle. You could run them up and down your the center of your table. You could put them on your tree. But a little over 9 foot, and it is $20. Okay, next up, this would be perfect for Christmas with our red and green wagon. It's $75. It's wood. You could fill this with some bulbs, with some bottle brush trees. You can put Santa in here driving, and it does have the base and the box. And then we do have a little Santa here. You could put a little Santa here driving, and then fill up the sleigh with some packages or all sorts of things you could do. So $75 on our old wooden wagon. And then let's do Santa here. This is Anna Lee mobility doll. And then I can't read the other part. So it still has its label on the back. It is $35 for Santa. When I looked them up, they normally called this one Santa Elf. I don't know if that's because of the green gloves and boots or what, but let's do a little close-up. Santa has a great face. So $35 on our Santa. And then we have a Parma by AAI, made in Japan little boot here for $15. It does have some of the paint coming off of it, but I like that look. And there is still a little bit of the old like styrofoam in there as well. So you could put a tree in this, you could fill it with like some candy canes and greenery. But he's got one pretty side and one side that is not, doesn't have any of the holly or anything. So $15 on our boot. Okay, then we've got this old Tonka toy truck, and it is $95. Obviously perfect for Christmas with the red and green, but a great one to set out year round. It is in very good condition. So $95 on our Tonka truck. Okay, then next up we have this old, I think it says People Encyclopedia. It's F to L. There is no cover. There is the back, and it is $5. So it has some amazing pictures. So for example, this train picture would be great to frame. I could see that going into a little boy's room. There are some maps, so like there is a Nebraska map in here. Probably won't find it. Oh, I think I actually got it. But any of the states that are between F and L, although I took out Iowa already. So you've got some maps in there that you can utilize. So this book has just some good pictures that you can repurpose. There's something with bugs. So $5 on our People's Encyclopedia. Then we have Library of Universal History for $5. A good, nice book. This book is the style that I love because it's the hand-cut pages, so it gives lots of texture. If you don't like the cover, you can easily take the cover off. And I don't remember, there's a few pictures in here, but I like it for the books. Excuse me. Okay, then we have, this is broken or has a chip, a good crack. And you can see that the lid was probably not with it because the lid is a lot more cream than the rest of it. So this look with all the crazing and discoloration is what I really like. So I would probably take the lid off personally, but you can leave the lid on also. And you can see down here, you've got the maker's mark and you can see the cracking. So it's got substantial cracking and it is $25. You can't tell the cracks just having it sit on your shelf. And then to match that, we have the creamer, and it is $20. Again, has some good crazing and patina, and I think it's the same stamp. I don't think there's any chipping or cracks on this one, and it is $20. Okay, then we have a tree skirt. This kind of needs to go through the wash, I would say, again, because it's got a few dirty spots. But it is $25. So it's this white quilted tree skirt with bows in each corner. And you can see here is the spot where you would put the tree in. But otherwise, it is in really good condition. There's just some spots on it, mainly on the back, where it has just set on something dirty, and I just hit myself in the face. So $25 on our old tree skirt. Kind of get you a look at the quilting. And the back side then is just plain. So $25 on our tree skirt. And you can see that it is a pretty big tree skirt. So you'd probably even see it once you put some presents down. Okay, then we have 3, 4, 5, we have 6 of these little spindles, pieces of architectural salvage, and it's $18 for the 6 pieces. So these would look great just thrown into a bowl. You could turn them into ornaments. You can put an eye on the top. You can just wrap some twine around it. You can drill a hole and thread your twine through that. But you have 6 of them for $18. Okay, then this was my What Is It Wednesday, and it looks like it would hold lipstick, but we've actually, I think, decided that now I can't even get it open. It's got a chain in it, so everybody was guessing drugs, but it has a chain in it, and what we've decided is it has this hook, and you would put your put the hook in your zipper, and then you could pull your dress up by yourself. And then this chain will go back in, and you can put the lid on and then keep that in your purse. So we've got $15 on our vintage zipper upper helper, whatever you want to call it. Okay, for $5 we have the Perfect Tribute with a nice picture of Abe Lincoln on it. We've got the Radio Hymnal, which you can see has seen better days, and the pages are all every which way, but you've got some music sheets so you could do some projects with those, and this is $5. We have another one. This is a soft book, or soft back book, and it is Songs for Service, and this one is $5. Again, good music sheet for your projects. This one does not have a cover, so it would look good just as a bundle. You could put it with some other books or repurpose the pages. $5 on Wonder Hymns of Faith. We've got some green for Christmas, and this is Outlines of General Zoology. And it is $5. There are some pretty cool pictures in here as well. We've got The Story of the Negro Retold, $5. A nice, just a neutral cover. And then this one is pretty colorful. This one is American Backgrounds and is green with some pictures on it of horses and buffalo and sailboats. $5 on that one. Okay, then we have some burlap chunks, and these are $5 each. So you could use these as a craft. You could cover a seat with them just temporarily. You could make some pillows out of them. You could, adhere it inside a window frame or put it over a cork board. So $5 on that one. They are not all the exact same size. So this one is number 2 for $5. This one is number 3 for $5. Number 4 for $5. And our last one, number 5 for $5. Okay, then for $5, we have this turmeric tin, or turmeric, or however you want to pronounce it, but this is supposed to be good for your mood and tastes really good on eggs. But you could use this spice tin, set it in your kitchen display, or you could even do a little miniature for the holidays on top of it. So $5 on that one. And then I have mustard here for $5 as well. So the shapes are a little bit different for the two spices. But $5 on mustard also. Okay, then we have a pair of little picks for, stuck in some greenery with these glittery kind of faux snow pine cones on them, and $10 on the pair. So snow dipped, glittered pine cone bundles, $10 on the pair. Okay, then a new bundle of greenery. I think that is mismarked, so I'm going to double check on that. So never mind. Okay, so now we got glitter on everything. I have 9 of these poinsettia napkins for $35. And basically they just look like they have been serged on the sides. Here is the size of them. So you're getting 9 of them for $35. Got a whole stack there. You wouldn't necessarily have to use them as a napkin. You could repurpose them and use them for something else. Okay, next up we have $35 on this rug or wall hanging. You could use this on your table. It is in really good condition. And the back is in really good condition as well. So $35 on our rug / wall hanging. Okay, next up we have these rusty, crusty metal things that we don't know what they are. $24 on them, but they would make great hooks. So you could screw them into a board, and then this piece down here, you could hook something to it. Your coat, your scarf, your keys, a towel, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them for $24. So $3 a piece on these little hooks. They almost look like little anchors, so you could do something fun in your cabin or at your lake house with these. Hang them inside or outside. Inside, all you'd need to do is just spray them with a clear coat. So 8 of those for $24. Okay, then I had sorted some ornaments in this. We have this Pyrex skillet for $5. So it's glass and it has a glass handle. It is scratched up a little bit on the bottom, but not too bad. So we've got this Pyrex skillet for $5. Okay, then one of my 25 days of Christmas projects last year was these jar lid snowmen. He did have twigs as arms, but I was a little bit nervous about them surviving shipping, so that would be something you could add if you wanted to. So $30 on our snowman made from jar lids. And if you want to make one, I have tons of jar lids I would sell you, and 2 on my blog are the directions. So cute little guy. $30 on our jar lid pumpkin. Okay, next up, we have $65 on this child's size wheelbarrow. So it's kind of, it's not like a red. It's probably was supposed to be red, but it's kind of discolored over the years. You've got the original wheel on there, and this would be super cute. Think outside the box a little bit and put this on your table as a centerpiece. You could fill it with some of that tinsel and some bulbs. You could do a whole bottle brush tree scene. You could do little, stack books and put some little pets houses in there. For fall, you could do straw and pumpkins. You could do spring. You could do like a bunch of terracotta pots and greenery. I mean, you could do so many things with this. It's super cute. It's obviously lightweight and it is pretty petite. So we've got $65 on our child size wheelbarrow. Okay, then we have 2 of these motor oil pieces. So again, rusty crusty, but something fun that you could repurpose. So this one is number 1, and these would also then be magnetic too, and number 2. So you could nail these onto a board. You could nail these directly onto your wall, especially if you had like barnwood or something, that would be cool. You can, use these as a roof on a birdhouse. So lots of options. 1 and 2, and they're $8 each. Now I gotta lay them out so I can remember which one is 1 and which one is 2. Okay, then we have our Folgers coffee tin. This one is $5. Perfect to put as a tree base. So you could just stick a bottle brush tree in there and you don't even have to worry about changing up whatever bottom it has because it will get covered up. You could fill this full of some greenery, some spindles, do some bulbs or bows, and make a little holiday planter. You could even use it and fill it with gifts as well. So $5 on that. Okay, then we have our branding iron. This one is number 1. It is $10. I'm down to 2 of these. I have number 1 and I have a 7. So 1 and 7. You can see it's been painted blue. It's been painted red. And one girl that bought some of these, she stripped all the paint off of it and took it back to its original. So lots of options on what you want to do here, but $10 on our number 1 branding. Okay, then we have a couple of these Better Homes and Gardens handy plans. So this one is $5 and it's a table tennis table. This is just paper, so I haven't even attempted to see, I guess it is open. I haven't even attempted to see what it looks like in the inside. So it used to make, they had all these kits that would make different things. So this is, it says full-size details. It's a pattern so that you can make one. So table tennis for $5, and then we have a kit for 3 angels. Again, a Better Homes and Gardens handy plan. And these were like in the 50s, I think. I saw some copywritten date somewhere. Copyright 1955. So 3 angels is $5 as well. Okay, then we have quite a few bells, and I'm gonna try and lay them out as we go. So we've got $40 on this first bell. It is on a chunk of leather, but it is, you know, older leather. So that's the sound of that one. You can kind of see here how big it is. It's a pretty good sized one. $40 on that bell. Okay, then we have $40 on this bell. It's the same size of the other one. It's just not on any leather. Sounds pretty much the same. $40 on bell number 2. Bell number 3 is also the same size, is also 40, and this one is also on a chunk of leather. So $40, this is bell number 3. Okay, then we have $40 on this one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a strand of 4. They are on a chunk of leather. You've got the buckle up there. They have a wonderful sound, so you could hang these on your door. You could put them outside. You could put them on a wreath. Lots of options. $40 on our strand of 4. So make sure you specify a strand of 4. Okay, on this one, just say $25 on a strand of 4. So small strand of 4, $25 strand of 4. This one is on leather as well, but you can see it's dried out a little bit. I have not tried to do anything to hydrate it. Again, a great sound. So $25 on the strand of smaller set of 4. Okay, then we have a couple that are $30. So this is going, just say $30 bell. That will probably be easiest. This one does have a little chunk of leather on it. You can always just cut that off if you don't want it, because then you can add twine or a chain. So $30 on this one. And then this one is $30 number 2. It does not have any leather. It does not have as good a sound. Not sure why. $30 on bell number 2. Okay, then these are all singles that I'm just hooking together. So 4 singles for $25. They're all the same size. They all have the same topper too. This one does have a little chunk of leather, but some of them, like you can see, this kind of looks like a nail head, for lack of a better description, where others have it where you can thread something through. So these kind of all match. So 4 singles for $25. Again, great sound on those. Okay, then we have $5 on this gingerbread house. It's like a styrofoam with fuzzy stuff on it. And it is cute. So I'm guessing it probably used to have a star on the top, but you could still set this under a cloche, put it with a bottle brush tree, do a little deer, make a whole little scene. $5 on our gingerbread house. Okay, then this ornament is an angel that spins. This makes me think of when they have the candles underneath them and the heat makes it rise. The heat rising makes it spin. So I'm not really sure if it's supposed to go on top of something or how it works, but the angel has her wings and is holding candles, and this one is $5. And she is pink. Okay, then we have a little gingerbread or salt dough not a rocking horse, but like a rolling horse for $5. Probably a little handcrafted salt dough horse. Then we have $5 on this wooden Santa with a candle. He does have some cotton that's glued to him from whatever he was stuck to. So $5 on our little wooden Santa. Then we have $10 on this plate. I don't know if it's jadeite or not, or if it's just like a green milk glass. There is a little bit of like murky right there, and it doesn't come off. Every time I've cleaned it, it just comes right back when it dries. This one does not have any markings on the bottom. It's $10. But it has really pretty details there around the edge. Okay, then we have $5 on this little kid's aluminum bundt pan, angel food cake pan. $5 on that. We've got $5 on this old vintage stocking. There is a little bit of black discoloration there. You can see that on the camera. The other side looks good, but it's definitely the old fabric. I don't even know what kind of that fabric is. The old fur. $5 on that one. And then we have some newer ones, and these are all the same, and there are 4 of them for $4. So 4 of these little stockings for $4. Then we have a newer Santa. Oh, that's going to tip over. Santa and Mrs. Claus, little creamer and sugar, and they are $10 for the pair. So still cute to set out on your window ledge or on a shelf. And really, they both look like Santa. I thought it was Santa and Mrs. Claus until I'm looking here in the camera. So I think we have 2 Santas. I don't know why they wouldn't have made one Mrs., but we got pair for $10 on them. Okay, then we have these wooden bowling pins, and I'm just going to leave them here in this box so you can actually see them. But they are $35. So 10 of them for $35. And you can see they are a bunch of different colors. They're probably, what, 4 to 5 inches. But these would be super cute thrown in a bowl or in a candy dish, or you could leave them all standing up like this. If you're a crafter, you could even probably turn them into snowmen. But you've got 10 of them for $35 on our little wooden bowling pins. Okay, then we have 4 of these newer gold ornaments, and they are $6. So these are pretty. You could put them down in between like your garland. If you have a little garland swag on a kitchen window, and then you can hang these at the bottom of the swag. You can do little pairs of them to make a little more of an impact. But you've got 4 of them for $6. And then we have 2 of these made in Hong Kong little candle rings, and this set is $6. They're all plastic. They're still in really good condition, and they're little petite things. $6 on the Made in Hong Kong candle rings. Okay, then we've got 3 of these plinth blocks for $15. It was probably on a window where somebody was doing curtain rods and changing their curtain rods a million times. I don't know. That's my only guess with all of these nail holes. So $15 on our plinth block. This is number 1. This one is plinth block number 2. And plinth block number 3. So you can hang these on the wall as they are. You can add little hooks and then have it in your bathroom for a towel, a hand towel, or your towel. This one is number 3 for $15. Okay, then we have 25 plastic little bells for $6. So there are 25 little bells for $6. Some of them have the hooks with them, some of them don't. Some of them have little ringers inside and some of them don't. So you're just kind of getting what you're getting. They're all muted colors and, well, the silver one not as much, and they're all smaller. So that's probably about your largest size, and this is going to be this is your smaller size. So 25 bells for $6. And then we have this Anchor Hawking plate, and it is $10. So this one does have, it's not cracked or anything, but it does have the label here in the center with the little anchor. So $10 on this one. Okay, then we have an old little tabletop tree skirt for $3. It's just the little glittery felt piece. I folded it up and just used it to hang outside of a bowl, but you could use it under a Christmas tree. So $3 on our small tree skirt. Okay, then we have 73, they're kind of gold and silver combination for $18. So you've got some miniature bulbs that are this size, and then they go down to this size, and you're just getting this whole little assortment that is in the box here. So 73 of them for $18. Gold and silver. Okay, then hopefully you guys can both see this. All right, same thing. They're little bulbs. We've got 31 of these blue. Some of them are royal blue. Some of them are, more turquoise-ish. 31 blue for $7. So you're getting that little section for $7. Then we have 28 red, and they're kind of like pink also in there. And there's 28 of them for $7. A lot of the ones in the red pile have cotton on them. I do not know what they were stuck on. Somebody had already dismantled them when I bought them, but they do have some cotton on them. A lot of them in the red pile, not so much in the other colors. So 28 red for $7. And then we have 27 of the green, again, different shades of green, and $6 on the 27 green. And then we have this carnival glass piece, but I think I will save that for another time when we can empty it out. Okay, I do have a few ceramic trees. The larger ones that I have all have chips. So this one is $60. It does have most of the lights. You can buy new lights, you know, at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. There is a teeny tiny chip right here by my thumb. It's really easy to see the chips because they're white and everything else is green. So if you don't like this green color, here's another chip down here by the price tag. You can definitely paint these and give it its own look, or you could try and touch up paint just where the chips are. So the teeny tiny one up here by my finger, and then the decent size chip down here by the price tag. So $60 on this ceramic tree. And all this one says is JS and 82 on the bottom. So $60 on the tree. Then we have $30 on this old coffee pot. It does not have the original lid, I do not think. It's much more lightweight, kind of more like aluminum maybe. And you can see that it's just been wired on. But you could easily take the lid off and use this just as a vase. It is the gray marble look. So $30 on our enamel coffee pot. And man, tonight went by really fast. So I better stop since it's almost 8 o'clock. We'll call it good there. We'll do some more on Tuesday at noon. And then since it's Thanksgiving this week, I won't ship on Thursday like I normally do. I will ship on Friday, unless you tell me to hold on to it. But if you're new, I need your email address and your zip code, and then I will send you an invoice, and you need to pay that invoice within 24 hours. If you're a repeat customer, you'll get your invoice, but you don't need to worry about paying it until Friday after I add shipping. If I charge your card, I won't charge your card until Friday after I add shipping, or if I'm holding it or you're doing local pickup in Centerville, Iowa, then I will charge it on Friday as well. If you need anything ASAP, just tell me. And my shop is open on Saturday for Small Business Saturday from 9 to 4. So if you ever have questions about how making a purchase works, just ask. Everybody's going to have a first time at some point, and I'm sure how I do things could be different than how other people do things. So don't hesitate to ask if you are interested in something. I still go over and I share all of the things that don't sell live in stories. But other than that, hopefully that answered all your questions. If you're new, if you are new, thanks for watching. And if you're a repeat customer or repeat watcher, maybe you don't ever buy anything, thank you so much. Just kind of a reminder, because I feel like I haven't said it lately, and with Christmas coming, we really want to help out small businesses, obviously. So make sure that even if you're not making a purchase with somebody that you follow, try and like and comment and share that person's post as much as you can, because that's another way to help out their small business. So I appreciate it when you do it for me, and I want you to know that you need to do that for other businesses as well, because it seems like something minor and that doesn't make a difference, but it really does when you're looking at social media and all of the businesses. So help your small businesses out and share them with your friends so that your friends can learn about them. And maybe if you don't make a purchase with me or them, then your friends will. So If I don't see you on Tuesday because you're busy getting ready for Thanksgiving, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I know life is crazy, but just remember, we have so much to be grateful for. A lot of it is just mindset. So if you think about all the things that you have to be thankful for, I think that will make us be happier people instead of crabby all the time. So have a great week, guys, and hopefully I will see you on Tuesday. So thanks for watching.